what's happening? Hey, look here. It looked like, now I know Georgia just scored, but it looked like Notre Dame running this game. Notre Dame got this game locked up. It's about 6 minutes left in the third. I know they got to finish third and handle business in fourth. But at the moment, they shutting down Georgia run game, which is making it extremely hard for them to get downfield. Now, they got to try to pass that thing downfield, and that's what they did to get that score. But on Notre Dame's side, they could run and they passing. Now, the quarterback doing all the running. He got about 55 yards. But the quarterback throwing it, too. So it makes it that much harder to stop Notre Dame. But I think it's their defense that's really keeping them off in that game. It's overall their defense, to me, really holding them up in this game. But I ain't tripping, though. I ain't tripping. I take that. I will take that. As long as they keep producing, they going to win this game. And once they win this game, you have it where Penn State and Notre Dame will play. That will guarantee a lovely situation. Penn State and Notre Dame end up playing. That guarantees a lovely, lovely, lovely situation. Oh, my goodness. I'm ready. I'm ready. And that will let y'all know everybody that took that bye week or more time before they played the game. So their last game was December the 7th. And their first game really is December the 31st and January the 2nd. Whew. They ain't going to want to do that. They going to change that. They going to have the people, the college playoffs, they going to change that schedule. Nobody ain't going to want that bye week. Nobody is going to want that bye week. If Georgia lose tonight, which it looked like it looks like the team that stay hot, stay with it, they win. And I done seen that happen to teams. Team take that bye week, the next week they get punched in the mouth. Pop! So, it is what it is. Man, this thing, hey, the north side, you say it's going to be hard to keep that coach at Notre Dame. Who gonna get him though? But ain't no big boy jobs out there. Unless Lincoln Riley get let go and he go there. But he's from Ohio, I believe. I think he's from Ohio. So if any job came available, he would prefer the Ohio State. So if I'm him, I'm going to ride out Notre Dame. I'm going to ride out Notre Dame. I ain't going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere because I want that Ohio State job if it ever come available. I ain't going nowhere. I'm going to ride out Notre Dame because it is really nothing bigger than where he at. The only thing that's hard for him is the way he has to recruit. He got to recruit a player that got them super good grades. He can't recruit no player that grade barely getting by. So Notre Dame gonna say, nah, big dog, we can't have him on campus. So I think Notre Dame right now, if they could finish this off, which they only got a 10-point lead now, they had a 17-point lead. There's a 10-point lead, so man, God, no. Oh, Northside, you saying if he go to the NFL? Well, who would actually hire him? Would it look like New England gonna get rid of their coach after one? It's crazy that this is a side note, but why would New England Patriots? Now I don't know if it's true, but it's it's stuff you see online. Why would they get rid of their coach? That they just hired him. Why would they get rid of this man? And then the Raiders just hired their coach, so why get rid of him? Why take the interim tag off him to fire him? If they fire these coaches both in one season alone, to my knowledge, I don't think that has ever been done, ever. So I know who they setting the bar on. I know who they making examples of. And they might not make examples of everybody, but I know who they'll make examples of. Like, yeah, I see that. Till you say, right, he just got there. That's what I'm saying. That's why I don't think the Patriots or the Raiders could fire their coach. They could, but I would hope they wouldn't. Like, brother, man, just got there. And both of y'all probably got problems going on within, like the players getting injured and yada, 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 that's making it not right for y'all. So you can't let the man go now and then. I don't know. If they do that, that's going to be crazy. Northside, you say, I definitely heard Vegas, the Raiders coach getting fired. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. NFL, y'all got to do better. Y'all got to do better. That can't be the way y'all do people. That cannot be the way y'all operate. Don't make examples out of us. Do it the right way now. But back to college, though. I am excited if Notre Dame finish this off and Penn State play. Because I would like either way, it ain't gonna matter who win out of that one. I think Notre Dame probably need to win more, but then Penn State needed too. I think Ohio State will end up beating Texas. I think Ohio State will beat Texas. I feel like they could. I ain't 100% certain, but I feel like they could. I feel like they get out there. Thump, thump, thump. I feel like they could. So it's game on. It's game on. But right now, if Notre Dame can pull off this win, that's going to do wonders for Notre Dame. That will do wonders for Notre Dame. Notre Dame they'll get looked at in a different light now. Them boys be like, oh, let me see what Notre Dame's schedule was. Let me see what Notre Dame's schedule was, y'all. Hold on. Hold on. Let me check them out. Let me check them out. Because Notre Dame said, y'all got to give me that. Let me see. Notre Dame has played. Notre Dame was ranked 8th at the beginning of the year. They played Texas A&M, SEC, thumped them. Northern Illinois shook them down. I'm glad that happened so he could be where he at now. He beat Purdue. They was trash. Miami, Ohio, they trash. Louisville was a good team. Stanford is a good coach there. Georgia Tech, a good team, solid team. Navy was solid. Florida State was trash. Virginia was all right at first, and they got trashed. Army was good, and USC was solid. Well, USC made it to a bowl game. So, let me see what that boy got. Coach Freeman he's 19-8 in 2 seasons, and plus this year, so he's looking way better. They only had 2 offensive players returning on offense and 5 on defense. My boy did that. Now, that quarterback he got, that quarterback for real, y'all, I believe that quarterback, Riley Leonard, is going to get a real great opportunity in the NFL. I really believe he will. Because he can run and throw. Like, that's a very athletic quarterback. They might not be saying that in the broadcast, but they should. He like that. But if you look at their team, they only got 1, 2, 3, 4. They only got 4 seniors on offense that starting. So that means Notre Dame whole offense pretty much coming back. And then their defense has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They got about 7 starters. So on defense, they might be starting over. But on offense, they coming back everybody except for that quarterback. Unless Riley uses a medical red shirt and come back. Unless he uses a medical red shirt and come back, Riley out of there. It's Kimmel, what's good? The north side, you say my brother has a safety that's going to Notre Dame. He played at Montarba High School in Winston-Salem. Oh, he like that? And his name Ty Brown. Ooh, 4-star. What it? Oh, safety. SKB. CT. You say they are going to make nothing but excuses for Georgia and downplay Notre Dame. They will. They listen. They could downplay it all they want. But as every year, Kirby getting pushed further and further away from that chip because Michigan won it last year and Kirby didn't even get in it, right? I think. Yeah, so hey, hold on. Let me see when last time Kirby won something. Let me see when the last time Kirby won something. Kirby. Last championship was 2002. I mean, 22. Yeah, 22. Yeah, Kirby ain't getting this one. They had Georgia ranked #1 in the nation. Carson Beck wasn't like that this year, and he got injured, but he's rehabbing and gonna go pro. They lost that big boy tight end. They lost some running backs, so that hurt them. Georgia just when they say no more. You know, I think everybody trying to go to that portal, and I think at some point you got to just be able to build some stars. I don't know. Maybe the portal just messing up everybody, but Georgia ain't like that no more. And Georgia, honestly, shouldn't be in the playoffs. Yep, let's talk about that. Georgia shouldn't be in the playoffs because they really lost to Kentucky, but they didn't let Kentucky have it. Who else they lost to? Because they got 2 losses. Kentucky would have been 3. Florida. Florida and Kentucky was on their head. Florida and Kentucky was on their head. But they let them boys slide. They let them boys slide, y'all. The SEC ain't really like that. Like, they last hope is Texas. Because right now, you got an independent school, Big Ten, Tech, SEC. Hey, get them out. Hey, and it feel like Ohio State gonna bust Texas. But I can't count Texas out because Texas running with that ball falling their way. They done played 2 close games, Clemson and Arizona State. So the ball is kind of bouncing their way in some ways. But yeah, they gonna make excuses. Notice how you say I think my brother coaching record is 75-25. Oh yeah, he balling. Your brother balling. That means he having winning seasons about 8, 9, and 10 wins or better. Yeah, your brother balling. Tell him congrats. Nick, you say them bye weeks. The bye week's getting rid of everybody. Listen, don't get the bye week. Let's slide off into the first round. Because this year, right? Because look, think about it, y'all. Their last game was, everybody's game was December the 7th. These boys almost played like a few days away, 5 days away from a month off. And other team was 6 days away from a month off. Now, you don't want that. Well, Ohio State had a week off because they didn't play in the bowl game. No, Ohio State had more than Ohio State. When they played that first round, did they play at the 14th or the 20th? I think they played at the 20th. Because they skipped a week, then the 20th. Yep, they played at the 20th. So, no, Ohio State missed 2 weeks of ball. And then they played. I guess, and then Notre Dame missed 2 weeks of ball. Then they played. Texas, they didn't play in the championship game, did they? Or did they? No, Texas didn't play in the championship game, so they missed 2 weeks of ball. And then who was the other one? Penn State. Oh, Penn State played in the game. Penn State played. Yeah. So Penn State didn't get a break. No, they got 1 break, a week off. Everybody else had got like 2 off. BF. Yeah, hey, listen. It's tough, ain't it? The SEC gonna feel that one. The SEC gonna feel that one. If for some reason, them quarterbacks that can shake and bake. See, I knew Riley was good because Riley played at Duke. He wouldn't have left Duke if he wouldn't have got injured. That boy was balling at Duke. Northside, you say you gotta have a quarterback on defense. You do. BF, you say Ohio State by 24 on Texas. I don't know now. Listen, for some reason, Texas gonna keep that game close. I'm telling you, it could get ugly, but Texas look like they gonna keep that game close. Chris, you say, remember I told you, somebody told me Benson was leaving. Now look, he's in the portal. I wonder why he left. You know what? I'm gonna do a show on that later on today. I'm gonna do a show on that. Expect the next show I come on with, which I'm going to go to hang out with my mama them for a little bit because my kids want to go around there. So I'm going to hang out with my mama for a little bit. And I guess I'm going to watch Ole Miss and Duke get down on it. And then I come back and we're going to talk about that Benson leaving. Hey, Thomas, what's happening? J Mac, you say Texas lost to Georgia. Texas lost to them. That's right. That's right. So Texas only had 1 week off. Penn State only had 1 week off. Notre Dame had 2 weeks off. And who the other team? Texas. Ohio State. Ohio State had 2 weeks off. So Ohio State had 2 weeks off, and Notre Dame had 2 weeks off. Penn State and Texas only had 1 week off. Yeah, that's crazy. That is crazy. JP, yeah, I seen that. We're going to talk about it today. We're going to talk about it. Hey, Thomas, you say the playoffs winners only had a bye week. The bye weeks, all lost too much rust. They did. That's because the last game for majority of them was December the 7th. And they ain't come back till the December the 31st and January 2nd. That's a long time to be out now. That's a long time. That's a long time. Hey, Thomas, you say you were right. Play first round and get a bye. Not the playoff bye for a month. Correct. I only need 1 week off. I don't need no or 2 weeks. 1 or 2 weeks off. But that's if you be the person that sneak in after the championship game because you rank so high. So, y'all, honestly, the rankings mess everybody up. Now, the college playoff committee, like they need to do something right now. They need to do something right now. Hey, Thomas, you said that's a lot of rust to knock off in the first half. It's too much. Especially with a team that's just been out there duking it out. Stop. Because what? Them boys played the 20th. Skipped 7 days. Yeah. Oh. That's crazy. You got, so the bye week, the people who get that extra round, I don't know what they going to do to survive. I tell them, look here, I don't need that game. No, sir. Put me down at number 5. Let me get off in there and duke it out. Yeah, Georgia got a lot of rust. But listen, Georgia was never that good to me. Georgia should have lost to Kentucky. Georgia should have lost to Florida. That's 4 losses. They should have had that. Then the first game of the year, looking just how this game was. First game of the year versus Clemson, they had no offense. Neither one of them had an offense in the first half. Hey, Thomas, you say they trying to clean it up, but it might be too late. It's done. What the score is. What the score and what the quarter. Because you know I'm on here with y'all, so I can't see nothing. But my thing is, they got to figure out in this offseason how to speed up the games. Like, we don't need to take all these breaks. Just let's play it out. Let's let the champ. I heard somebody say, let the championship game be the Rose Bowl. Fourth quarter, how many minutes? Cause it ain't got you need about 3 minutes left for it before you know it's a victory. Oh, Notre Dame in the red zone. Oh, they just started. Now that's still time. But I don't think Georgia got nothing. If Georgia ain't had nothing for 3 quarters, they ain't got nothing. That's it. Fat up. Fat up. Kirby, you got to figure something out, big dog. I think you need a quarterback that can scramble. But that's why look. They don't need to put rankings out no more, y'all. Let's look at the beginning of the year rankings in my book, and see what they had these teams ranked as. Cause this crazy. This why nobody can't make nothing happen. Let's look at these top 25, top 25. Hey. Well, they talked up about these people too. They just be hype. It just be hype. Don't nobody be as good as they make them out to be. They hyped up Oregon the whole year. I told my business partner, Oregon didn't play. Oh, it's a wrap. Wrap it up. Hey, Coach Freeman, boy, do your thing, boy. Do your thing, boy. Do your thing, boy. All right. Hold on, where's my top 25? Top 25. Now, check this out. Remember, at the beginning of the year, they said Florida had the hardest schedule. Then somehow they switched it up and said Georgia had the hardest schedule. Nah. Then Oklahoma had a hard schedule. So for the record, Oklahoma guy, I ain't mad at them. South Carolina had a hard schedule, and they balled. Arkansas, they just got by Georgia Tech. They were straight. USC was tough. West Virginia, they let their coach go. Vanderbilt had the 8th hardest schedule, and they whipping some people. You say the Zebras acting stupid out there? What they did? See, y'all, they giving the SEC all these hard schedules. Now, remember, they said, I'll talk about it on another one. I'll talk about it on another. Yo, they counted. They ain't have Notre Dame. Well, they did. They did have Notre Dame like they was going to do something. They did do that. They did. And I understand that because Notre Dame schedule ain't just like that, but it's like that. But they top 25. They had Georgia number 1, Ohio State 2, Texas 3, Oregon 4. Georgia should have lost 4 games. Oregon could have lost to Boise State and Idaho, so they surely shouldn't have been up there. Texas, they held their own. Ohio State held their own. Ole Miss caught theirs. Michigan fell down. Alabama sure enough caught theirs. Notre Dame held on. Missouri caught theirs. Florida State was trash. Penn State held on. Oklahoma State was trash. LSU caught theirs. Clemson survived it. Tennessee took a whipping. Utah, their quarterback went down. Miami was ranked 17th, but they got played out of the chip, I think. Oklahoma in the SEC and all that. Texas A&M be up there for some reason, and I don't know why. Kansas just had a horrible year. K-State ended up looked like right where they started. NC State got like a teeth kick. Arizona was hyped from the previous year. Iowa State was solid. And Liberty was hyped off of that previous year. So, if you look at it now, let's look at it now. They're going to have Georgia up there, Ohio State up there, Texas up there, Oregon still up there. They're going to probably put Ole Miss back up there. Michigan to be in the top 25. I think they're going to have Alabama in the top 25. I just don't think they'll not let them have in there. Notre Dame definitely going to be up there. Penn State will be up there. LSU going to be up there. Clemson going to be up there. They'll put Tennessee up there. If Miami get a quarterback, they'll put them up there. Texas A&M. No, the Texas A&M lost. They might put USC in there. They will put K-State. They will put Iowa State. They should put BYU. And they might put Memphis or Boise State. That's some of the schools I think they're going to put in it. We shouldn't do no rankings, y'all. We should do an eye test. An eye test. We could say who got a hard schedule based off of last year. But we can say everything could shift. Because you can get out there and you look like garbage. You can get out there and you look straight like trash. So we need to be able to have that going on where you can say that. Yeah, if you say Ole Miss next tonight, SEC boosters crashing out. Hey, they hot. We're paying all this money and got all this ESPN time, and they get on there and stank it up. Only got one SEC team. You know what? That's not an SEC team in the it's not an SEC team in the Texas. Until Texas wash out all the Big 12 players. I mean, every player that was on that roster before the 24 season. Because the 24 recruits, they're coming with the SEC notion. So everybody else before 24 is Big 12 players. So this is a Big 12 team. Texas Big 12. If Texas make it to the chip, that's Big 12 money. I don't care what they talking about. You say they called. Oh yeah, Georgia in the red zone. JP, you say being from Indiana, but moved to Georgia. I see it coming. Hey, look. Well, you had Indiana in the playoffs, so that's good for you if you was ever rooting for them. Now you in Georgia. Do you like Georgia now? Are you a Georgia fan or an Indiana fan? Or you might be a Notre Dame fan. Not really. Y'all, I'm Freeman going. Hey, Freeman one game away. So do y'all know James Franklin and Marcus Freeman will be, once they win this game, they will be, I believe, the first black head coach to make it to the national championship. If one of them make it to the chip, which it looked like they will if they play each other. So if Notre Dame finish this game off, James Franklin or Marcus Freeman being the first, I think, they would be the first black head coach to make it to the national championship. Because let's say since I've been watching football, let's say I really started watching around 96, maybe when the Gators won. I think the Gators won 96. 97, I think was 97 might have been the Gators. But I know Tennessee won, Florida State won. Then I think Miami won. Then I think Ohio State won. Well, I'm starting way back, but I don't think it's ever been one in the national championship. I don't think it's been a black head coach in the national championship. We about to have one now. If Notre Dame finish this game off, we guaranteed have a coach that could win the national championship. That's a black head coach. I know it's a lot of coaches wanted it. I know Willie Simmons wanted it. Not Willie Simmons. Willie Taggart. Willie Taggart wanted it. I'm pretty sure James Franklin wanted it. I'm pretty sure Marcus Freeman wanted it. But I know Willie Taggart wanted it. I know Coach Prime wanted it. Well, I ain't saying it's going to happen, but they right there. They knocking on the door. They knocking on the door. JP, you say the Zebras trying to bail Georgia out? Come on, man. What how many minutes left? BF, you say all Ohio State storyline beat Penn State, beat Quinn, who transferred from them, and Marcus Freeman from Ohio State. Yeah, that's all they finna be hollering. If Marcus Freeman make it. If Marcus Freeman make it to that chip, and that boy win it all, boy, that boy the concrete. JP, that is crazy. I really don't think. JP, you say you I just want Indiana repping somewhere. Well, you got it. Notre Dame, Indiana. You got it now. 10 minutes left. Still 23-10. If they score, it's going to be 23-17. God, dog. God, dog. Hey, look. Hopefully Notre Dame pull this off. I'm finna go watch it with y'all, but I will come back on today, and we're going to talk some more ball, baby. We're going to talk that ball. Talk that ball. We're going to talk that ball. Talk that ball. Hey, blessings to y'all. Holla, holla.